Meteorologist Jeremy Lewan keeping an eye on everything that's going on.
Absolutely, as all meteorologists are, keeping an eye on the eye of Hurricane Milton that made landfall today around 8:30 p.m. near Siesta Key, just 5 miles to the west of Sarasota. And we're talking about a monster of a storm. We've been tracking it since it was in the Gulf when it intensified rapidly from a tropical depression all the way to a Category 5 hurricane within the span of just 48 hours. And now we're dealing with a Cat 2 off in the panhandle right now of Florida. Let's take a look at that counterclockwise circulation. You see those green arrows that I drew on the map. I wanted to really point out how storm surge happens. These storms always spin counterclockwise. So there's this flow off of the coast, off of the Gulf into the coast, as you can see near Tampa Bay. This pushing of water is what's going to cause the storm surge tonight. So although they're not dealing with the rainfall, they're going to be dealing with seawater flooding. And those of you in Orlando are going to be dealing with the freshwater flooding from the rainfall that's coming out. And once this system makes its pass off of the peninsula, there will still be residual storms, but we'll also be dealing with storm surge here on the back end of the storm, causing this storm surge near the northern part of the western coast of Florida. Let's take a look right now at Hurricane Milton's stats. 105-mile-per-hour sustained winds, and this storm has been interacting with land now for the past 4, 5, 6 hours, and it's only decreased in intensity by 15 miles per hour. It's still a monster of a storm, and it's expected to make its pass over the entire peninsula, maintaining that hurricane status, exiting the peninsula as a Category 1 hurricane, and probably still going to cause impacts there on the back end as far as storm surge from Tampa down to Cape Coral. 12 feet plus of storm surge, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with storm surge, it's caused by that pushing of wind from the ocean off into the land. And if it's hard to understand how much 12 feet of storm surge, this is a visualization for you. It could be up to the second floor of a two-family home, if not over the roofs in some cases. And there's still additional rounds of rainfall expected, up to 7 inches in places like Springfield, which is to the northeast of Tampa. So still dealing with significant impacts from Milton as we go through the overnight and through much of the morning tomorrow. Here's a look at Pottsville. Beautiful skies. Of course, we got to show you our Halloween house. This is the 11 p.m. update as far as the Halloween house, and this is the Dunlap house. Lovely autumnal vibes. Thank you for sending that in. Today, temperatures in the mid-60s. Right around normal, 1 degree below normal here in Avoca. Got some light sprinkles rolling through the region. Most of them just a few raindrops in the air, not really putting down much in the way of accumulation, coming directly off the Great Lakes. And I wanted to point your attention to the Adirondacks. First time I've seen it this season, folks. We got some flurries up there. Showers will turn off over the next hour or so. We're going to wake up to clouds in the northern tier. Those will burn off by the time we get to 3 o'clock. But look at this. Even though we have sunshine, temperatures aren't going to get out of the 50s tomorrow. And overnight tonight, 42 will be the low. Sunrise at 7:09. Got a frost advisory in effect for Potter and Tioga counties, northern Clinton and Lycoming counties, and even out through Sullivan County, too, as we could see the freezing mark. Winds tomorrow will be gusty from 15 to 30 miles per hour, and that will make us feel like the freezing mark tomorrow morning. And by the time we get to the warmest part of the day, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, hardly feeling like more than 40 in Forest City. There's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures back up in the 60s for Friday, into the 70s for Saturday. We maintain the sunshine. And our next round for significant rainfall is on Sunday. Most of the heaviest bouts will be in the evening. Scott.
All right, thanks for everything tonight, Jeremy.
Yep, you got it.